Predator is certainly in like the very creme de la creme of this genre, in my opinion. Bunch of blokes, generally very muscular, land in a jungle. What jungle? Doesn't matter. They go and blow up a village. They kidnap a woman.
For no reason in particular.
Where are they? What's going on? Is there a war? Listen, none of that matters. They're just in a jungle. They've got muscles and they've blown a village up. Now they're trying to get out of the jungle and an invisible predator starts killing them all one by one.
Yeah.
By the way, the cunt's got green blood. Right? That's it.
That's it.
Right? That's it.
Yeah.
And you're like, but what's the context? Why don't you shut up asking about the context, right? We're going to get straight into this. Bang! There's going to be helicopters. There's going to be one-liners. There's going to be explosions. There's going to be people getting stabbed. It's going to be awesome. Apollo Creed's going to be there. Jesse Ventura's going to be there. There's going to be a Native American who we hint has some kind of magical powers or instincts.
That was an 80s thing.
That was very 80s, yeah.
You were basically a witch doctor.
Yeah. Dutch, played by Arnie, is brilliant. He's my favourite, obviously. Yeah. But my second favourite in the crew, the Predator crew, is definitely Billy, the Native American.
Dutch Schaefer is not a wisecracking kind of stupid comic. He makes the one thing about when he stabs the guy and he says, stick around, whatever. But actually, Arnold plays extremely straight this film, and he's very good in it. It's kind of like all the better for it in a way.
He's much better in this than he is in Commando.
Much better, yeah. And also, just the film in general is not. I mean, I know that you've got Shane Black delivering his own off-color jokes that he's written himself in the film, playing Hawkins.
Oh, is that? Oh, I didn't know that was Shane Black.
That's actually Shane Black with the glasses. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Oh, I fucking hate that. Hawkins is easily the worst. I hate him. But apart from him, it's actually it takes itself very, very seriously, this film. And to me, I actually think that's why it works, because it's such a sort of weird thing to take seriously in a way, isn't it? But the other people in the group, my favourite member of the group, obviously Arnold, right? But actually after that, it's Bill Duke's Mac. I fucking love Bill Duke. He's unbelievable in this film. Yeah, well, he came up in Commando, didn't he? And I remember you saying how much you loved him.
I love Bill
Commando.
Duke. But Bill Duke's so good in this.
He's got an incredible face, hasn't he?
Incredible face. He's a really interesting dude, Bill Duke, within himself as well. He's got little weird bits that I remember come from Bill Duke, like the bit when after Jesse Ventura, who, by the way, I hate Jesse Ventura as a person, so I can't bear him in films. I can't bear him in this film.
I don't think I've seen him in any other film than this.
He's in Running Man, and he's fucking unbearable in that. But he's a WWE. I mean, he's got like a sort of military background in real life, although there's a lot of debate over how much of that is, that we won't get into that. But I don't care for him, don't like him.
I got the sense in this film as well that his character might be racist, because when they're in the helicopter, he, for no reason at all, suddenly gobs on Apollo's, I can't remember Apollo Creed's character's name. He just gobs on his foot.
Dylan.
He gobs on his foot. And you can see, I actually feel sorry for Dylan in this film.
Yeah, he is.
They all bully him. They all pick on him, right?
Yeah, they pick on him loads, yeah.
I know in the end they find out that he's done a little bit of a stitch-up, right? But at the same time, even before they know that, they just bully him because he's not part of their gang. And the bit where Jesse Ventura just spits on his boot.
Yeah, totally out of order.
I just think, what are you fucking doing that for? And I think...
He plays it like a real fucking shit kicker, doesn't he? So you do sort of think that. By the way, Bill Duke, I'm fairly certain Bill Duke holds the world record for sweating in a motion picture in this film.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's absolutely incredible. I like it.
Great sweater, and his sort of bald head really carries the sweat very vividly.
It does. It's absolutely brilliant.
Best bit of Bill Duke in the film is when you're starting to feel sorry for Dylan being the victim of so much bullying, and you're used to seeing him as Apollo Creed. You think this bloke's going to flip in a minute and beat everyone up, but he doesn't. He takes it, and Bill Duke pulls out his big hunting knife and just suddenly goes to stab Dylan in the shoulder.
and you're like, fucking hell, this is hyping up a bit. Right, and it's really well directed because you really fall for it, even though you've seen it millions of times.
Yeah.
You know, what's he doing here? And it turns out he's just fucking stabbed the scorpion that has somehow got onto Dylan's shoulder without Dylan noticing.
It shows that he cares.
And they just exchange a stern glance with each other, don't they? There's so much homoeroticism in this film. It's out of control.
Everyone's so big in this film. I mean, Arnold's obviously always big. Jesse Ventura's a prick. Everyone else is
Apollo Creed's always massive.
But in this film, this has got to be the biggest Carl Weathers ever was in a film.
Well,
he's big in Action Jackson, but he's
the most memorable shot in the whole film, and the best bit in the film, which is saying something because it's a film with so many memorable bits.
It is. Yeah.
It's definitely the shot near the beginning when Dylan and Dutch first meet and they clasp hands.
It's iconic.
There's just that sort of, and the camera dwells on their muscular arms for way too long.
Yeah.
And then they do a sort of air arm wrestle for a while, and that is so homoerotic. That is very like, who is it? Oliver Reed and Alan Bates in Women in Love. It's very like, you think they're gonna they're gonna start getting off each other here.
You know, when you get little bits in films, and you think, I bet I'm the only person that thinks this is a bit odd, right? Because it doesn't really stand out, but it does to someone like me. Is the bit where he goes. Arnold flicks up his tie and goes, "Hey, what's with the tie?" And he goes, "I don't know." And then Carl Weathers goes, "Just forget about the tie. Forget about the leave the tie." Right? And the thing is, his reaction, Carl Weathers' reaction, is as if Arnold Schwarzenegger has been like take piss out of him for wearing this tie for like the last hour or something. It's a really odd reaction. You know, it's kind of like, can you leave? Can you forget about?
He might be like. I fucking knew you were going to do this.
Yeah, it's like there's a director's cut of Predator somewhere, which includes half an hour of Arnold just fucking viciously bantering Carl Weathers about his tie. Do you know what I mean? It sounds as if not the fucking tie again.
Jesse Ventura, you're right. He's not likable, but he does have two of the most memorable lines in it. With the line, "This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me," about his chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
And the other one is, "You're bleeding. I ain't got time to bleed."
Yeah, that is it. He gets those. I wish Arnold had got them lines.
Well, the Arnold line that means most to me, obviously "stick around's quite a famous one. But
no, there's one.
He smashes into a cabin full of these completely generic Latin American soldiers.
Yeah.
Right? No indication whatsoever of who they are or what they're up to. And I did think in the 80s, if you weren't doing a Cold War movie, it was more popular to just have Americans up against kind of nondescript Latin American, what I call this and that, sort of always quite lazy, scruffy Latin American soldiers with a kind of undefined agenda, but one that was supposed to be quite evil. If you look at his attack on that compound in Commando, it's exact. I swear to God, he used the same actors and extras. It's the same thing. They're all sort of louching about. They've got kind of quite tatty uniforms and a bandana around their head, and they're smoking a fag, and they're not really paying enough attention. And so Arnie and his mates just come and wipe them out. Same thing happens in Commando. But anyway, he smashes into one of their huts and shoots them all and goes, knock, knock. Now, obviously, real dick move by Arnie, right?
Yeah.
He just smashes. I mean, all right, he's got a job to do. He's a soldier, fine. Yeah. But I just feel that it cheapens it cheapens human life to an unacceptable degree.
Especially seeing as he's made the big deal earlier, hasn't he, to Dylan about not being some shady.
We're not assassins. He goes, we rescue people. We're not assassins. And you think,
rescue team, not assassins.
You've got a bit of heart. You've got a bit of heart here.
Yeah.
Then he gets in there and he fucking loves it. He's trying to make out, listen, right, I'm a pro, right, and I'm there to help people. I take no joy from the act of killing. Yeah. Sometimes it is unfortunately something I have to do. That's the story he's telling. But once he turns up at this fucking military compound, it's a different story altogether. He's fucking loving it. The first thing he does is attach a bomb to an old truck and just pushes it. Oi, oi. It's like that, isn't it? Comes down, he looks around. They're all so lazy, all the soldiers, right? They're all sort of sitting around.
They're so lazy and left wing.
Yeah, they're sitting around reading the fucking Guardian, right?
And reading a bit of Sartre.
They haven't washed in days, right? Listening to left wing, listening to Bob Dylan, right? Listening to jazz music, right?
Reading Sartre.
He thinks, fuck this. Yeah, I'm here to rescue hostages, but also, while I'm here, fuck it, I am going to kill all of these bastards, right? I've had a change of heart, because now I've seen them. Yeah. I'm so full of disgust, right?
Yeah.
That actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to lift up this truck, attach a bomb to it, and just fucking roll it down the hill straight into the middle of their camp. Oi, oi, dickheads! Oi! And it's huge. And they all jump out, and it takes them ages. Ay caramba! Like that. And he's just there. Yeah, that's right.
They're all like squealing like the left-wing schweins they are.
Listen to them. Hear them burn. Hear them burn. Good. That is like a nightingale song to me. Hearing the communists burn. Their flesh rot. In the inferno I have created with my truck bomb.